Hey, all, and welcome to a new episode of Life on the Civil War Research Trail. I'm Ron Coddington, the editor and publisher of Military Images magazine. Today's story connects to our magazine's mission, which is to showcase, to interpret, and to preserve Civil War portrait photography. And I got to tell you, I get the ultimate satisfaction out of fulfilling this promise. The joy of being able to research, to work with the Civil War community, the wonderful collectors who contribute and care, the caretakers of this hobby who hold these images dear and preserve the memories of the individuals that you see pictured in them. It's a wonderful opportunity, and I'm delighted to be able to do it every day, every morning. Something that's sort of an outcropping of that is even more satisfying is when our mission connects with the ancestor of a Civil War veteran. So here's a case in point, and the story began late yesterday. It's a story. I received an email from a gentleman named Bill Jones, and Bill had seen a story that we had published about a composite photograph, a wonderful composite photograph of the surviving veterans of Company C of the 19th Iowa Infantry. It's a wonderful story. If you haven't read it, go online and check it out. The author of the story is Mike Houston, who is a champion of Iowa in the Civil War. Mike is a reenactor. He and his son, in fact, are going to be doing the 160th of the Battle of Prairie Grove coming up soon. And so it's just wonderful to see someone with Mike's enthusiasm take on Iowa in the Civil War. And Mike is one of many across the country who have a passion for the Civil War and their home state. Anyway, back to Bill Jones. He sent me an email. He's doing some research and is looking for a portrait of his great-great-grandfather, Private Gordon Daniel Collins, who served in Company C of the 19th, Mike Houston's composite photograph. And so Bill is looking for a photograph of his ancestor. And here's a quote from his email. He says, "I am working on family history, and I'm a retired historian, so I have a strong personal and scholarly interest in this remarkable composite." So I knew what to do. It was an easy to forward that email to Mike Houston. And I was imagining how Mike would react, because he's been he's canvassed the community of ancestors and other folks involved with Company C of the 19th for so long. And I thought, gosh, it'd be great for these two to meet up. So I forwarded the email to Mike and was waiting on a reply, which came this morning. Of course, Mike dutifully responded. All this happened late last night. Mike sent a very gracious email to Bill. And part of that email response from Mike says, quote, "It means a lot to me that I can help others find images of their ancestors. And emails like yours keeps me going. That's one of the big reasons I became involved in this hobby in the first place." So that was part of Mike's response. In his response, Mike also included a copy of the composite and a close-up detail of the image that you see right here. This is Private Gordon Daniel Collins, the ancestor of Bill Jones. This is a post-war portrait of Collins, probably taken around 1880. And he still looks healthy, vibrant. He's got that beard with a little bit of a little wisp of gray in there. Other than that, he probably looks pretty close to how he looked during the Civil War when he was in a blue uniform. I got to say, I'm not even sure Bill has seen this email last night. I just saw Mike's reply about an hour, a little more than an hour ago. So I got to say, I wish I could be a fly on the wall when Bill opens his email this morning and sees this image. Can you imagine a historian, family historian, who has been searching for a photograph of their Civil War ancestor and sees it for the first time. I don't know that you could even put words to that, or I'm not sure you'd even put a value on that. But here's to Bill for seeing his ancestor for the first time. And here's to Mike for making it happen. I got to say, it doesn't get any better than this. So what a way to start the day. So super excited about this. Wanted to share with all of you. And until the next video, happy trails.